Let's talk about a few things I wish somebody had told me about, or I wish I knew before becoming a rider. Number one, I wish I had known how awesome motorcycle riding is, so I could have bought my bike a lot earlier. Because I spent some time in Europe, in Italy specifically. In all those years, I could have been a rider, traveled around to Europe, and I missed out on all that. Nobody I knew back then were really into motorcycles. I got my bike on a whim, and I definitely missed out on a lot of time. Number two, I did not realize before I became a rider how many close calls I was going to have. Regardless of everything, as a new rider, I just did not have those good habits built yet that keep me safe on the road, keep me away from a danger. It takes time to master your bike and learn good habits. And specifically that first year, there's a lot of learning going on. Not necessarily like crashes, but a lot of oh shit moments that could have definitely gotten me bad, or that could have killed me moments. If you've been riding for a while, you know what I'm talking about. Next thing that nobody told me about, or I wish I knew, is the change of perspective towards cars. Like, I did not anticipate that riding would make cars less cool. I've always liked cars. I've never been like super car guy, but you know, I always appreciated cars. Since experiencing the motorcycle, it's just not the same. You can't replicate that in a car, where you're all out and exposed to the elements. You're one with a machine, a single unit. I still like cars, I still appreciate them, but they're not at the same level that they used to be. Alright, next thing I didn't really realize, or wish I had known. Is how expensive this hobby is. Of course, it can be done cheaply, but when I got my first bike, I thought I would be spending like 3 to 4 grand, and that would be it, and I would just bop around the town. But no, you get your first bike, you need insurance, then you got your maintenance, consumables burn quickly, and then you got your gear costs. You buy your first set of gear, end up realizing that the gear you bought doesn't necessarily fit you best, and you start to figure out what you like, so you keep spending more, so it is expensive. It can't be done cheaply if you already know everything, or you have somebody helping you out, giving you their secondhand gear, helping you with maintenance. It definitely is cheaper than cars. That's for sure. Alright. Alright, what's next? I did not realize how much of a backyard mechanic I would have to become to maintain my bike. As I said earlier, bikes need a lot of maintenance, and it a lot more compared to the car. You can anticipate 3 to 4 times close-in intervals on stuff like tires, brakes, and everything compared to your average car. Yes, I could take bike at the shop for everything, and cost would be a lot, but still, you would still have to take bike at the shop, set time aside, make your trip, leave it in there, make appointments. So it is a lot of hassle, even if you're willing to spend all the money. I thought it would be something closer to a bicycle. Which is just barely take care of, maybe wash it once or twice a year. Make sure I don't get a flat tire and that's it. But nope, you have to make sure that your bike is fit to ride if you want to stay alive. Next point, I did not realize how aware or how much situation awareness you're gonna gain once you become a rider. You always pay attention to the road surface, make sure you're not gonna slide out on gravel, ice, some wet road markings. You're always gonna be watching out for police so you don't do anything stupid. It's like you have a sixth sense when it comes to cops. It's funny. You're gonna be really aware of the drivers who are not paying attention. You're gonna see some patterns. Alright, my next point, I did not realize, or I didn't realize until I became a rider, is how much self-control it takes to be a good motorcycle rider. I constantly have an itch to pin the throttle all the way back all the time. I have to fight myself, fight the urge. As a rider, you will be a lot of times not seeing, so a lot of people cut you off, kind of wrong you on the road. You have to have a self-control to not get angry at other cars. And my final point, I definitely did not know or anticipate that motorcycling would become my main hobby. Like, nothing else is as cool or fun anymore. It could be like movies, gaming, whatever. Cycling, gym, hiking. Lots of hobbies have become kind of like moved towards the background